Hey, what's up, YouTube? This King Gio in the house. What's up, my people? Well, I want to make this, again, another short video. Well, anyway, guys, today's Friday. We're going to have a good time today. Any day above ground is a great day, right? So, thank God for that. Amen, amen. Well, guys, listen, and girls, I'm doing this because I want you to progress. When I did my YouTube video this year and I started off 2020, I said, this is your year. I want you to, don't say it, but to do it, right? So, and you know how I've done videos before on the houses, but this, I'm telling you guys, this is a good time for you guys and girls to learn how to live rent-free for life, or at least for a certain amount of time. Okay, you know that we're living through an age right now that we'll be going through with COVID. So there are houses out there that you can get on the market. But what I want you to focus on in order for you to live rent-free is that when the program, especially FHA, lets you put 3.5% down on a down payment on your house. 3.5 is nothing, depending on what house you're gonna get. But with that, you got programs. Each state has a down payment program that you can apply for. Most states have the Genoa program, GENOA. The Genoa Funds is called, where they help you. They give you to $8,000, and if you make 36 consecutive payments, that's forgivable. Here in North Carolina, they have a program just like that, but it's called the North Carolina Housing Program, where they give you the $8,000, but you have to live at the house for 15 years, and on the 10th year, they'll reduce your loan by 20% until the 15th year. On the 15th year, then that loan is forgiven. Now that loan, you don't pay into that loan while you're on a mortgage. No, neither do you on the Genoa loan. You don't pay into it, but it stays there. Now, remember, the Genoa, as long as you pay 36 months consecutive, that's 3 years. That means in the third year, once you make your mortgage payments, that loan is forgivable. So you got 3.5% down on an FHA, right? And you also got to take into consideration your debt to income ratio. You cannot have more debt than you do have income. That's a no-no. That's common sense. So make sure that your debt to income ratio is good. Right now, it's they'll allow as much as 43%. You have to have 2 years of income. Show your W-2 forms. You can even be an SSI, and as long as you have 2 people in your household that have SSI, you or somebody else, and you're the legal guardian, you could do it with SSI. You can get a mortgage with that. So the reason I'm telling you this is because there are different programs between there's FHA, there's the VA, and there's USDA, but the USDA does not allow you to rent out as much as the FHA does. So what I'm telling you, buy a multi-family house. So how do you live rent free? You go somewhere and you find yourself a house, right? It's a multi-family house, whether it's a double, triple, or quadruple, right? Multi-family house. So if you have a house that got 4 apartments, you live in one and you rent out the other 3. And as you rent it out, FHA allows you to do that as long as you make that home your primary home. You have to live there for a year. So you have all these 3 tenants paying you rent. And that rent, whatever they pay you, obviously is going to go to your mortgage. So you don't have no mortgage. Yeah, you have to pay your light, you have to pay your water. But that's nothing. That's nothing. So you get to live rent free if you can do those steps. And like I said, right now mortgage rates are low. I'm talking about low. So you don't have to worry about that. But you find yourself a place where you can get a condo, but you cannot rent out the rooms. But you get yourself a multi-family home where there's 2 apartments. Even if you get 2 apartments. A house that you have 2 levels or 2 whatever apartments in it. You can rent one and live in the other one, and then after the year's up, then you can move out and rent the whole entire house. With FHA, you could do that. You could rent after the first year. You can rent out your house. You know, with the USDA, you can. So that's one way that you can live rent free. And the good thing about the FHA is that the score, they can go as low as 580. 580 USDA, you gotta be 620. But 580, guys. You know, make sure that you have no collections in your report. You have no child support collection, nothing negative in your report. And if you have something negative in your report, don't go by these people that they sell you a service. You can do it for free. You can remove certain things for free. And if you don't know how to do it for free, let me know, and I will help you, because I'm tired of watching people scam people. Just let me know and I will help you out. But you can get a house, live it rent free, and not worry about it. You could be 20, 21 years old. Man, I have a niece who's 26. She bought her first house. She bought her first townhouse here in North Carolina at 24. I'm trying to see if I get my kids in 2 more years, they can constantly keep working so they can buy themselves a home instead of renting. You know, you start young. You know, my kids are in the 20 and 19, 20. Well, it's 19. 19, by the time they get 20, 21, you can buy a home. 30-year mortgage is nothing. You get an FHA loan, you can be there 2 or 3 years. And then if you want to, you can sell that home, or you can rent it out, and you can get another FHA loan, or you can get a USDA loan. The USDA loan gives you more property value. In other words, with FHA, there's a set amount of land that you can buy with FHA. And it's a certain amount also of the price of the house. With the USDA loan, no, there's no price. There's no gap. There's no limit to the loan or to the amount of the house. Nor is there you could buy 10 acres, 20 acres. It don't matter. It really don't matter. But if you want to start off and that's how you want to live rent free, get yourself an FHA loan. Go with someone who does FHA loans. Go with a broker. I recommend a broker, because brokers have their own in-house underwriter. But make sure that all your things are in order. Your debt to income ratio is good, 43%, like I said. Your programs that you get, you make sure that you check. Each state has a different program. All right, and also I'm gonna say this something also too that a lot of people don't tell you. Don't get a pre-qualification letter. That doesn't do anything. Real estate agents don't want to see that. But get a pre-approved letter. Because with a pre-approved letter, you go for a little bit further more than your pre-qualification. Pre-qualification, anyone can pre-qualify. But pre-approved is different. Because you have to do the number game, and then they'll tell you, okay, you were pre-approved for this. So that's even better. Okay? But remember, guys, that you have to live at the FHA house, even the USDA. But the FHA house, you have to live it for a year. It has to be your primary home. So if you get yourself a multi house, right, and you could do that, you're good. Because if you get yourself a nice house and the mortgage is $1,000, and you could rent your 1 unit for $1,000, you're good. If you got 3 units and you rent them at $1,200, $1,500, depending on where you live, depending on the rate rent, and then you can live scot-free with no worries at all. Just pay taxes. And also, when you go buy a house, make sure that you look at the tax assessment for the year, what the house pays, what the land pays in taxes every year. Because the land it could go up, it could go down. You don't want to go up, and you don't want to pay $2,000, $3,000 for a home. I mean, in taxes every year. My taxes are $529. It's not bad. And if you're elderly and you have a condition, every year you can apply for your in the town that you're in. You can apply for a waiver of your taxes. Some towns give you 50% off, or some towns just waive your taxes completely because you're either you're handicapped or you are of age. But there's a lot of programs out there that right now you can benefit from. Don't let this my down payment. There's a lot of programs that will give you down payment assistance program. In New York, they have programs where upstate New York where they remodel your house. If you get an FHA 203K, that means that they'll give you the money to remodel the house, but you cannot get no pools, you cannot get no decks. It'll just to go the inside. You could put in an extra bathroom, you can enlarge the kitchen, you could do an extra room, you know, and that gives the house some more value. So guys, think about it, girls, think about it. Stop renting. This is a good time to buy your home. Make sure that it's a multi-family home, and just live it. And when you guys do it, let me know so I can post it and say, you know what, thank you, you guys did it. And if you guys are having problems with your credit, please let me know. I will help you out to the best of my ability. Don't let these companies or these wannabe companies take advantage of you, saying that we can take off derogatory remarks, we can take off your student loan, which you can't. We can take away repossession, which they can't. So just let me know, guys. All right, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys.